a two, one. After screening it for our target audience, we found out that what we had lip-synced with Trump's weekly address was wrong, as it was easily noticeable that the words did not pair up correctly. In order to fix this, we used more static and glitch effects to hide the visuals of Donald Trump and keep the audio in place, but made the sound like an old radio to add the historic and broken time period.
Epidemic. It has gotten totally out of control. Epidemic. It has gotten totally out of control.
Another area of improvement was on our poster, which was the size of fonts. The spacing of the titles was off and distracting in a negative way. To fix this, we had to find a better color palette for the yellow, as well as make sure all fonts were identical, as the critic reviews had the same font as their established brand, which made the product seem off. This was changed and made larger so it was more visible, but without distracting from our image.
What should our narrative be?
President Trump.
We previewed our 60-second teaser trailer to a group during post-production. We received feedback that suggested the idea that it was hard to identify the genre of the film due to having no introduction to the narrative. This addressed the issue that apocalyptic trailers often had a heavy focus on the cause of the apocalypse. Due to this, we included a newsreel of birds deciding to focus on the airborne virus theme.
500 birds have been found dead at the lake.
I personally adapted our titles to best suit this narrative, using red smoke similar to the flare to identify toxic air as the background layer for my title, animating it on Final Cut Pro so that the titles appeared from the red smoke to the clouds. This was inspired by the 2014 film Last Survivors, which followed a similar idea as narrative is a world without water, using the titles that appear from the dust particles suggest the dehydration theme throughout the movie.
The first major audience feedback we received was during the storyboard presentation, where we presented our storyboard to the class. We got valuable feedback considering the title of the film, as we had not decided on one at the time. They believe that the title must convey a sense of journey, such as films like The Road, or contain a key element of the film, such as the film's location, in order to convey genre. From a small list that we had compiled, Black Beach was the favourite. Another piece of key feedback we got was the careful use of too many close-up shots, as it's more important to use shots of the location to depict isolation and helplessness of the group. Therefore, we only used one close-up shot of a character's face during the scene of high tension.
Good work!
So when we were planning our trailer, we wanted to see what our audience would be interested in. So we used SurveyMonkey to ask some questions about the audience, like what age they were, you know. And we just basically asked what they want to see, like where did they want to see our film be set, because it's apocalyptic, and 67% of people said abandoned cities. So from this we chose Dungeness, because it's got abandoned boats, shelters, a power station, you know, just a great location. See, like 46% of people said subtly link it, 38% said they do want it linked. So we have done that by using archived news footage. We've chosen to put that in, like people in hazmat suits, dead birds at lakes, and footage of like Donald Trump saying epidemic, just to show that it's like really current, you know. So.